Hello, today I'm going to be giving you a tour of EMS Charts, a documenting site that I and a lot of other EMTs use when on the job. On the site, we use to record patient information, emergency information, and any of the actions we take before and during an emergency response. What I really like about this site is its organizational style. With all the tabs on the left-hand side of the screen, it's easy to navigate to the different areas. For instance, on page 1, which is dispatch, right here, you're able to see a lot of the dispatch information that is required before the job. For instance, you're able to see the different areas or the different places that you might possibly get dispatched to. Here, most of the options on the screen are drop-down style. As with referring or scene, you can scroll through the options and select the type of location the emergency is at. You can also see on this page in other areas like receiving and destination, where you can input the hospital that the patient is transported to. Here, if you click on name, there's a drop-down menu of all the varying hospitals in the New Jersey region. Another thing that I like about the site is how comprehensive it is. On page 5, which is secondary assessment, the site provides you with an interactive image of a person. Here, depending on where you click, you can detail where a certain injury is. For example, I can click on the abdomen, and within the abdomen, I can select generalized, or even click on a specific portion of the abdomen. Here, on the right side, I can also select my observations, like if the patient is having an abrasion, charring, blistering, and more. As I said, I love how inclusive the site is, because even here, I can manually type in my findings and detail if I want to further explain some of the checkboxes above. Something that I also like that not a lot of people realize is how this chart is designed with patient care in mind. The order of the tabs on the left, for example, are in the order of how you would see these observations. Page 2, which says CC and HPI, basically talks about a patient's history. You can only get this while talking to the patient themselves. In talking to them, you hear the responses and you can see their neurological and mental status, page 3 and 4, and based on their responses, you can see how their mental stability is, as well as their breathing conditions based on enunciation and separation of words. As you go down the sidebar too, the very last page, page 9, says miscellaneous forms. On this page, you have to obtain signatures from the patient and the nurse at the hospital where you are transferring care. This is for both billing and for consent that you did not abandon your patient and transport it to the nurse, and consent from the patient to let you transport them. In a way, this is one of the very last things you do during an emergency response. Here, it's obvious that the website for charting was organizationally designed for convenience in a way that's logical and helpful for both the EMS provider and for patient care.